eyes, sunlight pouring from the open sky, blossoms lining every road ahead, pink and white as far as I can get. First step out and it already feels like the start of something real. No more waiting, no delay, everything begins today. Heartbeat picking up the pace, wind already on my face, nothing holding me in place. I'm already on my way, under skies so clear and bright, petals dancing in the light. Every turn just pulls me in, like the day is calling. No map needed, I just go, following where colors flow. Every step a better view, everything feels brand new. Life comes out without a plan, didn't know I needed this. Every breeze just passes by, carrying a different kind of light. Steps get faster without thought, chasing moments as they come. Not too far, not too near, everything just pulls me here. No more slowing down today, no more saving it for later. Every second feels alive, like I've been waiting. Under skies so clear and bright, petals dancing in the light. Every turn just pulls me in, like the day is calling. No map needed, I just go, following where colors flow. Every step a better view, everything feels brand new. For a moment I just stop, take it in and look around. All the noise just fades away, only this is loud. Under skies so clear and bright, petals dancing in the light. Every step just lifts me up, like I'm flying through it. No direction, just this road, everywhere I wanna go. In this rush I finally feel everything is moving.
Wind comes in without a sign, hair falls loose across my eyes. I try to fix it with one hand, then I feel it slip again. String goes light between my fingers for a second, then it's gone. I look up without a thought, and it's already drifting on. Wait, I didn't mean to let it go, but somehow I start to move. One step turns to something more before I get to choose. I'm running now, I don't know why, reaching up into the sky. It keeps floating out of reach, just ahead of me. Air runs cool across my skin, wide blue opening above, soft pink passing through my sight everywhere I look. Loose strands dancing in the wind, I don't even fix them now. Every turn just spins me out, but it's not that bad somehow. Something opens in my chest as the space keeps stretching wide. All the noise I used to hear fades out as I run. No slow down, no second guess, I'm already in the flow. Try to catch what's up ahead, but I don't mind letting go. I'm running now, I don't know why, reaching up into the sky. It keeps floating out of reach, just ahead of me. Air runs cool across my skin, wide blue opening above, soft pink passing through my sight everywhere I look. Then it hits me all at once, nothing's holding me right now. Lights are flashing through the trees, music rushing over me. All the noise turns into one, and I'm right where I should be. I don't wanna slow it down, every beat is pulling now, running through the open crowd, caught inside the sound, every voice and every laugh, lifting higher, getting loud. In this moment I can feel everything right I walked into a street of color, pink above and pink below. Every step I take is covered in a light I didn't know. Branches reaching out in layers, crowded full and hanging low. Every space is filled with blossoms, nowhere left for me to go. Petals passing by my shoulder, brushing softly as I move. Some are falling, some are rising, caught in every shift of air. All around me cherry blossoms, falling faster than I see. Everywhere I turn is blooming, like it's all surrounding me. Petals drifting past my footsteps, turning slowly in the breeze. I don't try to hold a single one still, they stay with me. There's no quiet in this moment, every part is filled with light. Color spilling over edges, blurring into something bright. People moving through the blossoms, laughing somewhere out of view. But the way they fade behind me leaves me deeper in the bloom. Petals landing on my jacket, then they slide and disappear. Every second something changes, but it keeps me standing here. All around me cherry blossoms, falling faster than before. Every step I take is floating, like I'm lifted off the floor. Petals circling all around me, never ending where they start. Every movement pulls me further, right into the heart. I spin once just to follow how they scatter in the air. Nothing stays in one direction, still it feels like everywhere. One lands softly in my hand, then it slips before I move. Every second feels like too much, still I wanna keep it through. All around me cherry blossoms, falling endlessly inside. Everywhere I turn is glowing, soft and full and bright. Petals casting all around me, like they never fade away. I just stand inside the moment, let it carry me away.
Pink line stretching out ahead, air cuts clean across my face. Rows of color running sideways, keeping pace with every lane. Light keeps breaking through the branches, flashing fast across the dash. I'm driving through these pink lines. They keep racing by my side. Nothing stays long in my vision. Everything just slips in time. Music pushing through the speakers, matching every curve I take. Road keeps pulling out in front of me, further every mile I make. Shadows moving on the asphalt, flicker fast beneath the wheels. Branches leaning over slightly, closing in and breaking free. Petals streak across the mirror, then they vanish from the frame. Never slowing down to settle, never landing in one place. Sunlight sliding on the surface, gliding over glass and chrome. Every shift in speed and motion turns the road into a flow. I'm driving through these pink lines. They keep shifting as I move. Every lane just keeps on opening, leading somewhere out of view. Music rising, never fading, rhythm locked into the drive. Everything just keeps on passing, still it feels completely alive. One hand steady on the wheel now, one hand feeling through the air. Every current changing quickly, gone before it settles there. Nothing asking me to slow down, nothing telling me to stay. Every line keeps bending forward, pulling further on the way. I'm driving through these pink lines. They don't wait or turn around. Every second keeps extending past the edges that I found. Engine steady, no direction, just the road ahead in sight. I keep going with the motion till it stretches out of light.
Petals drift along the riverside. Sunlight glimmers on the soft pink tide. Shadows sway, the gentle wind replies. Every glance feels brighter as it flies. Steps slow down, the blossoms fall around, floating softly, barely touching ground. Tiny wonders fill the morning air. Colors melt and linger everywhere. Pink and white petals dance across the view, falling slow, brushing past me, catching light too. Every moment holds a sparkling little grace. Spring awakens softly, painting this place. Light shimmers on the edges of each bloom, softly twirling petals shake off the gloom. Every breath feels like a gentle surprise. Every second opens up my eyes. Pause and watch the colors blend and spin, floating lightly, catching warmth within. Sunlight glances off each fragile face, turning blanket spread on the grass, paper cups and open bags, sunlight warming everything, right where all our shadows meet, fingers reaching for the same thing, laughing before letting go. Every little moment lingers longer than it's meant to go. Something sweet is in the air now, mixing with the things we brought. Every bite and every flavor feels better than I thought. We're sitting under falling blossoms, sharing everything we have, passing plates from hand to hand now. Nothing here we're holding back. Every laugh just keeps on building, floating up and drifting wide. All these small and simple moments stay a little longer in my mind. Strawberries and sparkling soda, melting ice inside the cup. Someone spills a little laughter, trying not to mess it up. Wind comes through and moves the table, napkins shifting out of place, petals landing in between us, gone before we notice it. Something light is in the sunlight, flickering across the ground. Every second feels connected in a way we never planned. We're sitting under falling blossoms, passing everything around. Every flavor, every color, spilling softly on the ground. Talking over one another, nothing needs to slow it down. All these little bits together make the day what it is now. Someone leans back on the blanket, eyes half closed against the sky. Someone hums a random rhythm, doesn't even ask us why. Time keeps moving but it softens, doesn't pull us far away. Everything just stays a little longer than an ordinary day. We're sitting under falling blossoms, nothing more we need to say. Every moment stays between us, even when it slips away. Empty cups and folded blankets, sunlight fading into gold. Still the warmth is left around us, even as the air turns cold. Something different in the morning, I can feel it on my skin. Not the same as yesterday, like the day is pulling in. Colors showing up in places that were quiet just before. Every step I take is lighter than it's ever felt before. There's a breeze that wraps around me, soft and quick and hard to hold. It slips past before I notice, then returns in shifting flow. It feels like spring without a reason, like something starting somewhere new. Everywhere I look is changing, every color coming through. Petals falling out of nowhere, landing softly as I move. They don't stay for long around me, still they leave a different view. There's a scent that comes and goes, now sweet and gone before it stays. Every time it brushes past me, it just pulls me in its way. People smiling without thinking, like it's already agreed that the air is getting warmer and it's all we really need. There's a rhythm in the distance, I feels like spring without a reason, like the world just shifted place. Every step is slightly brighter, every sound a softer shape. Petals drifting through the open, turning slowly in the air. They don't follow any pattern, still they pull me everywhere. Nothing stays the way I see it, everything just moves along. Little changes in the moment, turning quiet into song. Every second keeps unfolding without asking where it goes. I just move along inside it. As it opens, then it flows. It feels like spring without a reason. I can feel it as I go, in the air and all around me, in the things I didn't know. Petals falling all around me, then they scatter out of sight. Still the feeling keeps on going, soft and warm and full of light. Pink in front of both my eyes, soft and spinning in the light. Sugar threads I pull apart, sticking lightly to my hands. Nothing else is coming through, just this color filling up, blocking out the space beyond. All I see is close and soft. Lean a little closer now, take a bite and pull it free. The view breaks open wide, right the moment that I do. Suddenly it's all in color, blossoms stretching far and wide. Light is spilling through the branches, falling slowly as I smile. Pink above and pink below now, moving soft across the sky. From a single piece of sweetness to a world I step inside. Branches spreading over pathways, layered deep and running long. Petals drifting through the sunlight, brushing lightly as I walk. People scattered in the distance, laughing somewhere out of view. Every step just pulls me further into something bright and new. Turn my head and it keeps changing, nothing staying in one place. Every angle opens wider, pulling me into the space. Now it's all alive around me, blossoms drifting through the air. Everywhere I look is glowing, soft and endless everywhere. From that small and simple moment, everything just opened wide. All the color keeps on flowing, spreading further as I move inside. Sugar melting on my fingers, gone before I even tried. Wind moves softly through the branches, carrying the petals by. I'm still standing in that moment, where it shifted in a breath. From a single quiet focus to a world that hasn't left. Now the whole view stays around me, every color still inside. What was once so small and hidden now is Brush something off my shoulder, turned and laughed before I knew there were petals in your hair then, soft and slightly out of view. We were walking without planning, just following where it led. Every step felt lighter somehow, with the things you never said. There was something in the air around us, sweet enough I couldn't place. And the way you kept on smiling made it hard to look away. On the day the petals fell, I was right there next to you. Every color felt brighter, every second felt new. Didn't think to take a picture, didn't need to make it stay. Something about that moment wouldn't fade anyway. You reached out to catch a falling one, missed it just by little bit. Then you tried again and laughed it off like it didn't mean a thing. We kept walking by the river where they gathered in the breeze, circling around our footsteps like they moved because of us. I didn't say what I was thinking, didn't know how I should start, but the way you stood beside me stayed longer than the part. On the day the petals fell, everything was passing through, but the way I felt beside you stayed in everything I do. Not a word that I could hold on to, not a line I could repeat. Still it lives inside the moment every time our eyes would meet. We sat down without deciding, watched them fall without a sound. Some got caught between your fingers and just drifted to the ground. You said something I don't remember, but I remember how it felt, like the world was moving slower just for us and no one else. On the day the petals fell, I didn't know what it would be, just a day I spent beside you. Now it stays with me. Not a moment I can go back to, not a scene I can replay, just the way it felt to be there when it slowly slipped away.
Jacket brushing past the sleeve, quick eye contact then it's gone. Neon flickers on the street, colors break and slide along. Petals drift across the light, catch then slip before I see. I don't stop, I don't turn back, it keeps moving through me. No straight line, no set pace, feet just follow what they take. Every shift pulls me a step further in without a trace. Step and turn across the crowd, voices cut and fade out loud. Someone close then out of frame, gone before I catch the name. Hands brush past and disappear, laughter hits and leaves the air. In between the passing scenes, I just stay and let it stream. Music spills from somewhere near, low and steady underneath. Doesn't ask for me to stay still, it keeps me on my feet. Cherry shadows move below, breaking up with every step. I I don't follow any path, still I don't get lost in it. No rewind, no looking back, moments stacked and overlap. Something shifts without a sound, still it holds me where I'm at. Step and turn across the crowd, voices cut and fade out loud. Someone close, then out of frame, gone before I catch the name. Hands brush past and disappear, laughter hits and leaves the air. In between the passing scenes, I just stay and let it stream. Light runs down the blossom lines, shadows move across my shoes. Everything keeps passing by, still I don't step out of it. Step and turn across the crowd, nothing slows or settles down. Every flicker, every sound comes and goes without a hold. I don't reach, I don't stop, still I move with all of it. In this passing living I stay inside the flow. Petals gather along the narrow path, pressed beneath the soul as I step past. Some are caught and follow for a while, some are left and settled back in line. Sleeves brush lightly through the hanging branches, loose ones fall without a sound. Soft pink traces drift across my vision, then disappear into the ground. Steps repeat without a signal, no change in pace, just moving through. Each contact leaves a quiet shift and slips away from view. Petals move the moment that I pass, lifting briefly, never meant to last. Some slide forward, carried by my stride. Some fall back and scatter to the side. Shapes collapse beneath a passing step, edges fade before they fully set. Nothing held beyond a second's trace, just a change that time will soon replace. Wind arrives and rearranges everything, lines that form begin to break. Petals circle once around my ankles, then release without a trace. Light reflects along the moving surface, breaking softly as I go. Every mark I leave behind me blends into the ones before. Sound of steps against the quiet ground, echo fading almost instantly. Each small contact, then it's gone before it settles fully. Petals move the moment that I pass, lifting briefly, never meant to last. Some slide forward, carried by my stride. Some fall back and scatter to the side. Shapes collapse beneath the passing step, edges fade before they fully set. Nothing held beyond a second's trace, just a change that time will soon replace. Hand reaches through a falling cluster, breaks it into scattered lines. Before I notice where it ended, it's already left behind. Petals move the moment that I pass, every step redraws the scattered path. Some remain and some are swept away.
blossoms lift before they reach the ground, turning into layers all around. None of them are falling straight or still. They begin to gather, then they build. Air grows thick with drifting shades of pink, closing space faster than I can think. Every step I take gets pulled inside as the ground beneath me starts to slide. It doesn't move in gentle lines, it doesn't wait or pass me by. What was scattered moments ago now surrounds me from every side. Petals rising like a wave, filling up the open space. No direction left to turn as they rush into this place. Every edge is overflowing, nothing holding any shape. All at once it crashes through and replaces what was there. What was light begins to press against. Every breath becomes more dense. Shapes collapse into a moving wall, then break apart and start to fall. Sound gets buried under softer noise. Not a voice, but something close. I can feel it rushing through my chest before it spreads into the rest. It keeps building, never drops. No clear end and never stops. What was distant now is here, close enough to disappear. Petals rising like a wave, filling up the open space. No direction left to turn as they rush into this place. Every edge is overflowing, nothing holding any shape. All at once it crashes through and replaces what was there. I reach up but lose my hand. Somewhere in the moving strands, every layer pulls me in, then releases me again. Petals rising without end, covering the sky and ground. Everywhere I try to look, there is nothing else around. No before and no beyond, only what is happening now. All at once it floods the space, and I'm standing in it now.
Petals fall across the empty bench, landing softly next to where I sit. Morning light moves slowly through the trees. Every sound feels quiet, delicate. Headphones resting close against my ears. A simple song begins to play. Something in the rhythm feels familiar, like it's always been this way. I don't move, just let it settle. All the motion passing through what I hear and what I'm seeing start to blend into one view. In between the sound and falling light, something shifts but stays in place. Every note just meets the drifting petals right before they fade away. Nothing louder, nothing missing, just a steady, quiet flow. Every second keeps unfolding more than I can fully hold. Petals gather lightly at my feet, then they scatter when the wind arrives. Shadows flicker through the melody, moving slowly, staying soft in time. every chord extends a little further than the moment it appears, like the air is holding on to echoes long enough to keep them near. I don't reach to stop the motion, let it pass the way it does, every layer overlapping without asking what it was. In between the sound and falling light, something shifts but stays in place. Every note just meets the drifting petals right before they fade away. Nothing louder, nothing missing, just a steady, quiet flow. Every second keeps unfolding more than I can fully hold. Maybe it was always simple, just a moment passing through. Not a thing I need to follow, just a space to listen to. Everything keeps moving gently, nothing asking me to stay. I just sit and watch it happen as it slowly slips away. In between the sound and falling light, nothing trying to remain. Every note and every drifting petal finds a way to fall the same. No direction, no conclusion, just the rhythm letting go. I stay here a little longer, listening to what I know. Petals loosen from the branches one by one without a sound, drifting past the line of vision, taking time to reach the ground. Some fall close and brush my shoulder, some just circle in the air. Light keeps slipping through the branches, opening space between them there. Nothing holding them together, nothing telling them to stay. Every piece just finds a moment, then it slowly moves away, falling quiet through the evening, softly layering the street. Every color turning muted as it settles at my feet. No direction, no resistance, just a gentle giving way. All the motion keeps on slowing into something that will stay. Stay. Steps disturb the fragile surface, then it forms again behind. Every mark is only temporary, gone within a breath of time. Wind moves lightly through the distance, shifting what was still before, and nothing stays in one position, like it hasn't learned to hold. Every second feels extended, longer than it needs to be. All the pieces rearranging into something I can't keep, falling quiet through the evening, softly covering the ground. Every layer keeps on building without making any sound. No beginning, no conclusion, just a slow and steady flow. All the color keeps on fading into something soft and low. I don't reach for any of it, let it fall the way it does. Every piece is only passing, even when it feels like much time is moving in between it. Not too fast and not too slow. Every moment keeps dissolving into
with something I don't hold. Falling quiet through the evening, nothing left to rearrange. Every petal finds its ending without ever looking strange. What was once above and shining now is resting out of sight. I just stand and watch it settling till it disappears from light.